Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So it is actually Monday evening. Today's a holiday, so it's kind of like a Sunday, but I thought I would share with you guys kind of what I do the evening before I go back to work for the week. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jen. I am a full-time working mom. I have 2 kids, and so we just finished eating dinner. It's 6:30. We had some gourmet chicken sandwiches this evening, along with some fries and fruit salad and some broccoli. So I need to get the kitchen cleaned up. I actually need to leave in about 10 minutes to take Kira to swim practice, and I have to do check-in for her group. Different parents have to volunteer to do that kind of stuff. She's gonna be at swim for an hour, and then I have to decide, like, am I gonna stay there or do something else, or am I gonna come home and go back and get her? I'm not sure yet. I need to do my planning for the week. I need to take a shower, get all the kids stuff ready for school this week. So come along with me and I'll kind of show you my routine so that I don't get the Sunday scaries, or the Monday scaries in this case. I want to take a quick moment and thank today's video sponsor, Ladder. If you guys didn't know, my mom actually passed away very unexpectedly last month, and I have never really gone through something like that before. I cannot believe how many things there are to take care of after someone passes away. It was honestly quite overwhelming, but thank goodness she did have life insurance. The funeral actually was around $13,000, which I was highly shocked by, but I was, like I said, very glad. My sister, I, and my stepdad were very glad that she did have life insurance coverage, because that's one less thing that we had to think about. On that note, it really does make sense why people should get life insurance, especially term coverage, which is surprisingly affordable. With Ladder, for example, a healthy 35-year-old man could get $1 million in coverage for just $35 per month. I would say giving your family $1 million of financial cushion is well worth the price, and if you think so too, choose Ladder. Ladder makes it fast and easy to apply for coverage. You just need a few minutes and a phone or a laptop to apply. Ladder's smart algorithms work in real time, so you'll find out instantly if you're approved. There are no hidden fees, and you can cancel anytime. You can also get a full refund if you change your mind in the first 30 days. And since life insurance costs more as you age, now is the time to cross it off your list. Adam and I both have term life insurance policies on ourselves as well. Obviously, it's really important since we have young kids and a mortgage to pay off in the event that something happens to one of us. But if you guys want to go to the description box below, you can go to ladderlife.com/Jen today to get your free quote. That's LADDER life.com/Jen, ladderlife.com/Jen to get your free quote. The link will be in the description box below. I'll be like so happy when the swim season is over, because I feel like then, you know, I'll get my evenings back. Like, obviously there'll be other activities, you know, cars and soccer and different things like that, but soccer is not usually every single night of the week, whereas swim is. I lost my earbud. Sometimes, oh, there it is. Sometimes I just throw it into my purse. I shouldn't do that. All right, so I decided I'm gonna go home while Kira's at practice, and I'll just get some stuff done in the kitchen, because I'm sure I can get the kitchen cleaned up in that amount of time. And then by the time I get back home with her, then the kitchen will be clean. I can go on to the rest of my tasks. Also, I keep wanting to tell you guys, for my fellow millennials, if you have Sirius XM, well, obviously 90s on 9 is one of the best stations, but there's this newer station called Mosaic, and it's on channel, where's that? Channel 15. It's 90s and 2000s. It's a really good station. I forgot to mention, I'm gonna get a coffee on my way home.
Hi, welcome scooters. Can I interest you in Carmelicious muffin tonight?
No, thank you. Can I have a large iced latte with an extra shot and extra ice?
What flavor did you want?
Can I just have 1 pump of the almond syrup?
You said extra ice?
Extra ice and an extra shot, please.
Of course. Anything else for you tonight?
Oh, yes. Yeah, actually, can I get a smoothie too?
Yeah, of course. What size?
I'll do a small fruit and ice mango.
Hey, you can scoot on forward. Your total will be at the window.
Thank you. So do you guys have Scooter's coffee where you live? We just got one here not too long ago, and I think I like it pretty well. I mean, it tastes like, the coffee tastes different than Starbucks, but Connor's had a sore throat and they have smoothies here, so I figured I'd surprise him with one. So it's funny, the first time I came here and went through the drive-thru, well, like, you can't go inside, it's only a drive-thru here, and I was like, I texted Adam, I'm like, do you want coffee? I'm gonna try Scooter's, and he's like, sure. So after I ordered, they were like, okay, scoot on forward, we'll have your total at the window. I just like thought that was so funny. So I texted Adam, I was like, oh my god, they say scoot on forward. He's like, oh, for the love. I just thought it was so funny. Okay, I'm gonna go home now. All right, so it's about 8:45 and I got back a little bit ago from picking Kira up from swim. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower. Normally I like to get in bed by like 11. If I stay up too late, it's like midnight, and that's not usually the best plan of action, especially if I want to get up at a decent time in the morning and, you know, get some things done before work. So I normally like to take my shower at night just because my hair is long and thick and it takes a super long time to dry, and so if I can let it dry while I'm sleeping, that is the best plan. And oh, some of you guys have asked me for an update on my eyebrows. So I posted a video like, I don't know, maybe it was like 2 months ago now, about getting my eyebrows microbladed, and it was very concerning at first because they were very dark, but I really like how they turned out. I think I chose one of the lightest shades possible. There is one spot here where I still feel like I need to fill them in a little bit, but I do like how they turned out. Like I said, it was a lot more painful than I thought it was gonna be, but then again, I haven't gotten a tattoo for a very long time, so it's possible that I just forgot. Okay, so I'll kind of show you guys what I use in my skincare routine. It's been a while since I talked about that. So this is the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. So I use this on my eyes. I also use this Take the Day Off cleansing balm, and I basically just rub this on my face before I get in the shower, and then I wash it off in the shower. So today I think I'm gonna do like a keratin treatment on my hair. Yeah, and then I'll kind of show you what I put on my skin after I get out of the shower. But normally when I'm in the shower, I just do like an exfoliating wash and like a regular cleanse as well. I don't do the exfoliating wash every single day because it's got like the little, what do you call it, like pumice in it, and I only use it like twice a week. All right, so let me show you some of the stuff I'm using right now. So I've been using this Context Keratin Recovery Treatment. I think I either got this in an Ipsy bag or FabFitFun. I don't know, I'll link both down below. I have coupon codes for both of them. I'm not sponsored or anything, but this is pretty good. I always need like treatments for my hair because my hair tends to be like wavy and frizzy, and I don't know, it needs like extra moisture. And then for my face wash, I've been using the Clinique All About Clean. This is, well, it's not almost gone. It's got some left in it. And then I think I got this from an Ipsy bag. This is the Hacha Deep Cleanse. I really like this. I might actually buy a full size of this next time I need face wash. And then this is the exfoliant that I use by Murad. Is that how you say it? Murad or Murad? I'm not sure. This lasts me a long time because I don't use very much of it. And it's not like a super coarse exfoliant. It's just like a little bit of an exfoliant. And then I also put this on my face. I've found that my face responds better to salicylic acid for breakout prevention than it does hydrogen peroxide. So if you're dealing with breakouts, I would just say, you know, like try both and see which one works better. I personally believe that since I've started using a retinol, my skin has changed like dramatically, and I know it looks really red in the camera right now, but that's just because of the lighting in here. But I haven't had a breakout in such a long time. And what I do is after I cleanse my face, I put this salicylic acid cleanser on my face in the shower, and I let it sit on my face for at least 2 minutes. Clean and Clear makes one, Neutrogena makes one. You can just get it at Walmart or Walgreens. And then after I get out of the shower, then I use just like a regular moisturizer. I like the Tula moisturizer. My camera's sitting on top of it right now. And then I've been using this for years, probably 20 years or more. This Clinique, well, probably not 20 years because I didn't use it in high school, but probably since college. Off and on, I've been using this Clinique Dramatically Different. I'll link all this stuff down below, by the way. And this is one of my favorite moisturizers. I don't know, I love the way it feels on my skin, and I like that it has no scent. I'm not a big fan of like heavily scented facial products. I don't know, it just like turns me off a little bit. Okay, and then the retinol that I use is just over the counter. I've never used tretinoin before. I've never gotten a prescription for anything like that. There's two different kinds from CeraVe. There's a skin renewing retinol serum and then a resurfacing retinol serum. This is the one that I prefer, and I believe the only difference is that this one has licorice root and this one doesn't. But the reason I have this one is because for a long time at my Walmart, they were out of this. And this is actually the one that I like better. And so I purchased this one instead. It's still, I mean, it still does the same thing, and you really only need like one pump. So I think this is like, I don't know, $16, but it lasts like forever. And I just, you know, pat it on my face, mostly around like where I would break out, and then obviously on my forehead. I would say don't put this around your eyes. Well, at least for me, because the skin around your eyes is very like thin, and if I put this around, if I get it around my eyes too much, my skin there will get super dry and it will start to peel, and it's like painful, so don't do that. And then I also put on a salicylic acid like spot treatment. This is Clean and Clear. You can get any kind you want, and I just normally kind of like dab this on over where I normally would break out. So like normally I would break out like on my chin, and then sometimes I put a little bit on my forehead too. And that's it. I would say I think the thing that has really helped my skin the most is the salicylic acid and the retinol. The thing about skincare is that you have to be super consistent at it over a long period of time. It's like anything. It's like exercise, dieting, whatever. Skincare is the same way. You know, you're not gonna be able to, I can't remember who it was. One of my uncles was like, I tried you know, this cream for my skin and it didn't work. And I'm like, well, how long did you use it? And he's like, oh, just a couple days. I'm like, that's not, you can't do that. It's like trying to take a blood pressure pill for 3 days and be like, oh, my blood pressure's not down yet. It's like you have to be like consistent over time. So that's what I would say about that. Okay, so hair, right now I'm using Function of Beauty shampoo just because there was a deal around Christmas time where you could get like a whole set of stuff for cheap. So that's what I'm using right now. But I really like the Davines, I think it's OI, I don't know. That's the shampoo and conditioner I really, really like. And I still have some of the like all-in-one milk left. So I just spray this. This smells so good. I just spray this on my hair before I brush it out. And I like to use this, is it Aquas? I don't know what the brand is called. I think it's Aquas microfiber hair towel. I wrap my hair up in it when I first get out of the shower. One thing I think also that has helped my hair is that I used to get out of the shower and take a towel and like rub my hair like that, and I don't do that anymore. I just basically squeeze it out and then wrap it up in this towel and leave it for like 10 minutes, and it helps get a lot of the water out of my hair and doesn't make my hair like damage my hair. So normally I do have some of those towel scrunchies. So normally I'll just put my hair up in one of the towel scrunchies until I go to bed, and then by the time I go to bed it's still a little bit damp, but then it's dry by the morning. So okay, I'm gonna get all this stuff put away, and then I think I'm gonna fold some laundry. All right, so I finished folding my laundry. I put a load in the dryer, put another load in the washer. I think that's it. I actually did quite a bit of laundry earlier this weekend, folded everything. So that's something that I always try to get done on the weekends, because when it starts the week off Monday, it's like way too busy and I just have no time to do laundry. So it's best if I can just make sure we all have clean clothes at the start of the week. Okay, so the last thing that I normally do before I go to bed, most of the time on every weeknight, but for sure on Sunday nights before I start my week, is I work in my planner. So I have shared many times before that I am an avid planner. I have tried many different planner setups. I'm trialing this one right now, and so far I really like it. This is a letter size no-teak planner, so anything I show you guys I can link down below. This is a faux leather cover. It's like a vegan Croco black, and it has like the gold no-teak down here, and then same on the back with the gold rings. So I really like this so far. I like that it's large, and I like the fact that it's letter size, because you can just print off, you know, whatever you want on your printer and punch it and put it in. So I printed off, these are all inserts that I've printed off here at home. I just use like, I think think it's like 28 pound. I don't know, I can't remember the exact pound of paper, but like I said, I'll link it. I use like a sturdier paper and I just print it on my normal printer. This is a 2022 year at a glance printable from Cloth and Paper. So I just have that on the front page, and then I have all of the holidays throughout the year highlighted. I have a little pocket here, but I haven't put anything in it. This would probably be if I had like notes or letters or something like that to put in there. And then I got these tabs on Amazon. I like that they're just neutral, and then I put some labels on them. So I have a section for monthly planning. So what I'm doing with this is I'm putting on this side is like my YouTube calendar, and then on this side is my personal calendar. So I don't use a monthly view often, but sometimes it's nice to kind of just like look at the month and see what you have coming up, especially like for kids activities, swim meets, stuff like that. So that's that section. And then I have a weekly section. So this is what part of what I'm going to work on tonight. Most of these I got from an Etsy shop. These printables actually doesn't, oh yeah, it says Haru Plans on Etsy. And so I was just able to print everything off here at home. It was super convenient. So this is a weekly view. It takes up both pages, which is nice. For weekly, I like a Monday start. And this particular calendar has hourly lines, and it goes from 6 a.m. to midnight, which is kind of neat. I was using an Erin Condren weekly view, but I just found that I didn't have enough room to write everything. However, I do like to see the week at a glance because it just helps me figure out, you know, what's coming up. So I'm gonna work on this tonight. So let me put a sticky here. And then the next section is daily. So I don't necessarily do a daily sheet every single day, but sometimes when I know I have a lot on my plate the next day, it helps me the night before if I just sit down and kind of write everything out. That way I know what I need to get done. I can see my schedule. It just kind of helps lessen your anxiety, or at least it does for me anyway. I'm not necessarily really an anxious person, but sometimes when I feel like I have a lot on my plate and a lot coming up, then I start to get that overwhelm, you know, like, I don't know, you just feel overwhelmed. And so what I like to do is just look at my calendars. So I have my personal Outlook calendar pulled up here on my monitor, and then I have my work cell phone with me so I can look at my work calendar. So that's that section. And then I also have a section for meal planning, which I honestly haven't been super good about meal planning lately. I might get to that tonight, I might not, we'll see. And then the last section is just for notes. And I like to use something like this if I just have a lot on my mind and I need to do a brain dump. So this one is basically split up into categories. So you have must do, want to do, maybe, and then other. So the idea is that you could just, you know, dump out all of the things you have on your mind and then kind of make your to-do list and highlight what's most important. So I have that. And then I do have a section back here with notes. I think these are called Cornell style notes, where basically you can take your notes here and then you can put action items on this side and then a summary on the bottom. I really like these for taking notes in work meetings because they're super easy for me to refer back to. And I do have some of my stickers with me, so I'll kind of share some of that too. But well, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I used to be an avid scrapbooker, and I don't scrapbook that much anymore. I do on occasion, but unfortunately I just don't have the amount of time to work on it like I once did because of different stuff I'm doing on YouTube now. But I do like to get like a little bit creative, and so using stickers in my planner allows me to do that, but it's also something that's functional. So like I have fun putting stickers in it, and obviously you don't have to use stickers in your planning. I just think it's something extra that makes it a little bit fun, and you know, when you look at it, you know, it looks kind of like aesthetically pleasing, and so that's fun too. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments below. Are you a planner? Do you like to plan? Are you a paper planner? Are you a digital planner? I personally really like paper planning. Now that doesn't mean that I don't use an Outlook calendar, because I do. In fact, that's one of the ways that Adam and I kind of stay on the same page about appointments that we have, is that we utilize our Outlook calendars to kind of set expectations and make appointments. Like for example, if there's something that I normally do that I need to have Adam do, you know, then I'll put it on his calendar. Hey, you need to, you know, get the kids to their dentist appointment on this day, or whatever the case is. Okay, so this is the week of January 17th through the 24th, 2022. And then there's a place up here to track expenses. I have a separate budget planner that I've started for this year, so I'm gonna have to figure out something different to do with this. Here's a checklist. There's priorities for the week. This is a habit tracker, so this is interesting. I might actually write. So I just started doing athletic greens. I bought them from another influencer's channel and I actually did take them this morning. So my goal is to take those every morning to kind of get that into my routine, because lately my nutrition has been like legitimately terrible. Like, I'm not even kidding, terrible. Okay, so the first thing that I kind of like to do on my weekly planner is I kind of like to mark off my work hours just so I can get a visual idea of like what, you know, it's kind of like a boundary, right? Like, okay, these are my work hours, and then this is the time when I'm focusing on work, and then after that time I should not be focusing on work, which is hard for me. And I think it's hard for a lot of people who work from home, honestly, because there is such a blurry line when you work from home. And it's like, especially if I'm like in the middle of doing something, you know, that I'm like invested in trying to get done, I have a bad habit of just working way too long into the evening, but I need to not do that. So I'm gonna mark off my hours here just with a dotted line. And this pen that I'm using is a tool pen. I like these a lot. You can get them on Amazon. I think you can also get them at Staples. Is Staples still a thing? I remember there used to be a Staples store in Iowa City. I don't know if it's there anymore. Probably is. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and outline this in a little bit of color too. I like these tool pens also. Whoops, I got a little bit. I like these tool pens also because they don't smear when you draw over them with highlighter. Some pens smear and I hate that. So I don't think I've ever done like a plan with me here before on my channel. I was actually gonna ask you guys what you thought about that. So I do have another channel, a scrapbooking channel, which I started, like, honestly, I think I started at the beginning of the pandemic. So it's been quite a while now, but like, I don't know, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had this like wild hair and I thought, okay, I'm gonna start doing scrapbooking videos again. It's gonna be super fun, blah, blah. And then I never had time to do it. So I guess my question is, if I'm gonna do like planning videos, would it make more sense to do them here on this channel, especially if I did them in the vein of like, you know, planning for working moms, productivity type thing, or would it make more sense for me to put out my scrapbooking channel? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm kind of leaning towards putting it here on my main channel, but then I know that's not necessarily like the subject of my channel. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right, so I'm gonna start filling in some of the stuff that we have this week. So Friday, Connor has a dentist appointment. We do have a swim meet on Saturday also. Those normally last till, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon or something like that. Sunday we don't have anything, unless I think there's a Chiefs game. I don't know, I have to look that up. Okay, Murphy has a grooming appointment. I do have some little paw print stickers, so that would be cute there. Okay, so Kira has an orthodontist appointment on Thursday, so we'll have to see. Adam and I can tag team the dentist appointments maybe. Kira has stage crew, I think all this week actually, because she's actually in doing lights for the musical. I cannot speak. My brain is starting to fade. It's 10. It's not 10. It is, yes, it is 10:40 right now. I need to go to bed within the next half hour. My brain is fading. Okay, and then I know every night we have one practice basically for the rest of our lives, so I'm just kidding. So I know we have that. Actually, I might draw a little line there so we know. Actually, we had it today too, so why not? I know. I was telling my stepdad, I was like, yeah, the kids have swim every night. He's like, every night? I'm like, yeah. It's like 5 nights a week. I'm like, yep, sure do. I do think I have some swim stickers, don't I? Oh yes. Some of these stickers are from Planner Kate. Some of them are from, I'm not gonna put one on every single day. Some of them are from Hand Can Plan, which I'll link their Etsy shops down below. Both are fantastic. Okay, and then tomorrow, actually at 1:30, I have a personal call I need to take care of. I actually don't think I'm gonna write all of my work stuff in this part of the planner because number one, it changes so much that I don't think it would be worth it. And number two, these lines, they're only divided by hourly, you know? And I actually have quite a few meetings at work that are only for half an hour. So let me take a break from this and we'll go on to the daily planning. Actually, I am gonna put, so I have these stickers from the planner spot and this one that says day off. So even though that already happened today, I'm gonna go ahead and add that to here. I don't know, I like using stickers just because it makes me kind of scratches that creative itch that I have sometimes and it makes it look pretty. And then I have these holiday stickers from Hey Planner Girl. She's also another really good planner shop on Etsy, and this one says Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I'm gonna add that there. So actually I changed my mind. So I'm gonna actually use my weekly view to put the weather as well. I do like adding the weather to my planner just because, I don't know, it kind of makes me think like, okay, how do I need to dress the kids? How do I need to dress myself, etc., etc. So today the high was 30. It was actually kind of cold and windy today. So normally I just put like the low and the high and if it's gonna rain or not or snow. Tuesday is low of 21, high of 40. Wednesday is a low of 1 degree, wow. High of 32. Thursday is gonna be cold, low of -6, high of 6. Friday, low of -8. High of 16. Another thing too is like the kids don't, well, Kira doesn't have recess anymore, but Connor doesn't go out for recess if it's below 10 degrees wind chill. So that's something to consider as well. I guess it's supposed to be cloudy. Tuesday, Wednesday, it's supposed to be partly cloudy. We'll put a sun. It can be cold and sunny. Thursday, cloudy. Any snow? No snow. All right, and I'm just gonna highlight these. Okay, and then I'll kind of figure out what other habits I want to track this week. Like maybe I should exercise, which I'm terrible about, honestly. Drink all my water. All right, so now we're gonna do the daily for tomorrow. So the other thing I like about this is you can kind of just like tear the pages out and move them around. So tomorrow is Tuesday, January 2022. It is kind of neat too. They have like on here you can track your mood and your productivity. Okay, so let me look at my work. Okay, so looks like tomorrow my first meeting is at 9:30, and prior to that call I actually need to do an agenda, so I'm gonna put that right here, draft. And then I have another call at 10, and then it looks like I have a lunch and learn at 11. That's an hour. See what I mean about the half-hour calls is some of these calls are only half an hour. So I do like that this kind of breaks it up into like AM and PM. This would also be helpful too if like sometimes I feel like planner companies don't understand that people work different shifts other than like 9 to 5. Like when I was a nurse working on the floor, I used to work like second shift, night shift, whatever. And so it was always difficult for me to have an hourly planner because I don't know, it just like, what's the point of having an hourly planner when I work nights if all I'm gonna do is like sleep all day? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you have different opinions on that. But anyway, okay, so then tomorrow afternoon, okay, so I do have like a webinar that I might dial into. It's kind of one of those things I signed up for and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Actually, I don't think I can do that because I have a conflict there. So sometimes I register for webinars too, just so I can get the slides, you know, get access to the slides and then I can read it later. Okay, so the call I have actually at noon. It's only for half an hour. So, wait, it's at noon. And then there's another call from 1 to 2. That one is kind of like a questionable one too. Although I have this other personal call. Personal does not have 2 L's. I'm not even a bad speller. I was thinking of call has 2 L's. So even if I call into that, I'll have half an hour. And then at 3, I have another call. Okay, so here's what I like to do. Okay, so I'm gonna be sleeping, obviously. I like to use a highlighter to draw a line down. So like, for example, tomorrow, my goal is to wake up at 5:30. So then I can have like at least a couple hours before I have to work for the day. So I'll just draw a line. Does blue mean sleep? Duh. So I'll be sleeping till 5:30. Like that didn't bleed through. I definitely need to get this agenda done, so that will be my priority in the morning. And then I have this call from 9:30 to 10, this call from 12 to 12:30, this call at 1:30, so I'll probably take my lunch in that personal call time. And then my other, I just like to color. I don't necessarily color code things in my planner like this, but I just like to do this so that it helps me kind of visually see like when I have meetings. And then or actually it'd be 7:30 to 4, so then I can kind of see like, okay, this is when, you know, have meetings. And I don't know, it just helps me visually to see this stuff. And to people like kind of poo-poo planning, because they're like, oh, why, you know, what's the point of writing this down if you have it in your Outlook calendar? And like, I get that sentiment, but also it's been proven that when you write things down, it helps you process information. Like, i.e. when you take a class and you take notes, or you know, are listening to an audiobook and you take notes, or podcast and take notes, it just helps you like retain the information a lot better. So like, just the act of me writing all of this out the night before helps me think, oh, okay, this is what I have to do tomorrow. And I don't know, it just kind of quells my anxiety. All right, and then we will have swim tomorrow again, forever and ever and ever and ever. I'm just kidding. And then I will sleep hopefully at 11 tomorrow. So one of the things that I'm trying to get better about doing in the mornings is my morning routine. So I'm gonna put that a little sticker right there. Hopefully I can get that done in the morning. My focus tomorrow, besides work obviously, is going to be getting all my 2-minute tasks, I call them, done. What I mean by 2-minute tasks is that I have a list of things that I need to do that would literally take me 2 minutes to do them. For example, call and make a dentist appointment, call and make a therapy appointment, call and get this fax to here, call, like literally stuff that's gonna take me like 2 minutes. So I actually do think that my stepdad is gonna come over tomorrow, and I'm gonna help him with an application that he needs to do. I offered to do it for him, and then when I called last week, they said, no, you either have to have him with you or he has to call and do it himself. So I'm gonna help him with that. I also need to call and make a follow-up appointment with my psychiatrist. And then I also need to make some more therapy appointments. I've actually been going to therapy once every other week, and it has been so helpful. I feel a little bit guilty going to therapy. Like, I know I shouldn't. I know, like, rationally I shouldn't, but sometimes I just sit there and I think, there's so many people with bigger problems than me. I don't need this. I don't deserve this. And like, I know that's stupid, but you know how we tell ourselves these things that aren't really true. Okay, and then Connor needs a doctor's appointment for his yearly physical, so I need to call and make that. The kids need their annual eye appointments. I need to drop off dry cleaning. When do you think I can do that? Let's see when they're open. So it looks like they're open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So should I do it after work? I don't know, we'll see. I'll put it right here. We'll see. That might be something I can push to a different day. Oh, I have some paperwork I need to email. I need to call about a prescription. And then, I need to check my lasagna loaf match for this week to see when I can drop off her lasagna. And if you wonder, I think I said this before, I'm using mild liner highlighters, which are my favorite. And then I like these Zig clean colored dot pens. I have a couple different kinds. I get them online. Okay, so that's my goal tomorrow, is to get all my 2-minute tasks done. And then the other thing that I've been trying out too that has been helpful is, well, first I've been tracking my steps every day. And then if I do some type of exercise, like sometimes I do like yoga on an app on my phone, or I'll use my spin bike or something, I'll write that here. I have been trying to keep track of my water as well, because that's something that sometimes I don't always do. And then I'm gonna write down here to make sure I take my athletic greens. Okay. And then I have been like trying to pre-plan my meals the night before somewhat, because sometimes I feel like that helps me like stay accountable, and it also helps take the thinking out of it. Like if I'm super busy with a bunch of like calls during the day, sometimes it's just like too much for me to think about like, what am I gonna eat? And then I'm like, oh, like I just get a TV dinner. the freezer or something like that. But if I already know what I'm gonna have, then it kind of takes some of the stress out of it. So I actually thought out some salmon. So I think what I'll do is I'll do air fryer salmon, and then I'll have a salad or broccoli because I have both of those things in the fridge. And then for breakfast, I plan to have fruit and yogurt and maybe a little bit of granola. Tomorrow for dinner, I don't know what we're having yet. I still need to figure that out. Okay. And then, you know, you can, sometimes I do this, like write down there what you're grateful for, and then, you know, keeping track of your productivity. It's kind of fun sometimes too, because then you can see, like, I know a lot of people, they will keep track of like if they had, you know, headache or like PMS symptoms and stuff like that. And I think sometimes that's helpful because like we forget, you know, like we forget everything if we don't write it down, or at least I do anyway. I don't know about you guys. Oh, the other thing is that I do have these little stickers for meds, and sometimes I add these also. I normally take my meds at bedtime, so I can just put that there. Ooh, I like these stickers. These are from createwithmandy.com. I think I actually got like I think it was an advent calendar from her, like a planner advent calendar, which I thought was super cool around the Christmas season. But I don't know, I just like little stuff like this because it makes me happy, and why not? Sometimes you just have to do things because they make you happy and no other reason. Drinking a ridiculous amount of coffee. All right, so there's my day planned for tomorrow. So that helps me think about what I need to do. Okay, all right, I have a few more things I need to do downstairs before I go to bed, but it's 11:05, so I need to do that quickly. I thought I would show you guys my little stationary paraphernalia over here. So I have my little depression light here, which, by the way, if you struggle at all with seasonal depression, I would highly recommend a daylight bulb. I got this one on Amazon. I used to use it a lot more when I worked at the hospital and I had an office that didn't have a window, but it's helpful at home too since it's dark all the time. So this is a Raskog cart from IKEA. I got it a long time ago when it was like super popular to get these for scrapbooking, but I keep all of my pens in here. So these are all like pencils and erasable pens and highlighters, and then I have colored pens, black pens. These are all my mild liner highlighters, and then I keep all of my like post-it notes in here, and then I've got my big clean color dot markers. These are all just different highlighters. I've got whiteout, I've got rulers in here, some reading glasses because I'm old, and my scissors. All right, I just took my meds and I'm filling up this water bottle. So this is like the Athletic Greens water bottle. Find that if I have cold water in it, then it's more likely that I'll take my greens in the morning because they taste better cold. Actually, if you've never tried them, they're like, I don't know, they have like a vanilla flavor to them actually, which I find quite interesting, but they also kind of taste like pineapple and grass a little bit, but you know, it's healthy. So all right guys, well, it's been a productive evening, but I'm gonna head to bed for the night. I've got my water to chug. I like to keep a water bottle by my bed because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thirsty, and then also I can drink it as soon as I get up in the morning. So anyway, it's 11:30. I need to go to bed. Thank you so much for coming along with me on today's video. Don't forget to check out Ladder. I'll have all of the information in the description box below. I know this was kind of a little bit different maybe than some videos that I do because I did some like plan with me, and I don't think I've ever really done that before in this much detail. So let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.